Inkling 2, Fox 3,
Okay.
Pikachu 4, and then I have like Wolf, Palu, Lucina 5, 6, and 7 in some order.
Oh, Pikachu 4.
Pikachu's nuts. Oh, there's so many characters who are like, oh, we lose to Pikachu. What's up? I'm not getting into the Peach argument. I think she's outside the top 20. That's the moniker opinion that I truly have, is that I think that Peach is not that good. I think that Peach was crazy and got nerfed, and I think the nerf hit her harder than people really want to acknowledge. But that's another character that has existed for so long that if you play Melee or you play Project whatever, you learn the Peach matchup much better, and the rules hold true in this. But anyway, back to this match, because that was a long old head rant. We got Sword Boys. Rose is playing Roy.
Roy, yeah. I was like, what is that? Is that a thing?
That's a thing. I played as Roy yesterday in Bracket. He is solid on stage. He tests the limits of his character a lot. He will SD sometimes because of it. But he thinks Roy is really fun. I think his Roy is pretty sick. And he's keeping up with Earl, who is also a sword person, as we're seeing. I don't know, you know what? I was going to make a Fire Emblem like joke or reference or something, and I just don't know anything about Fire Emblem video games.
We had this conversation a while ago where you asked me like if Chrom was like
Lucina's dad or something?
Yeah, you had no
I said, is
idea.
Marth Lucina's dad? And you're like, no, Chrom is. And I was like, are you my dad? And I was like, no, Chrom is. And it was like, oh, great.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't really coexist in the same game at all. They're just both from the same series. They both do sort of the same way. They both have a sword.
Yeet. Didn't quite kill.
Not yet.
I was thinking Lucina, that was a really good catch. I was thinking Lucina was still top 5, and then I was thinking she wasn't just for like a hot minute. And then I watched PB play, Proto Bantam, who is the best Lucina, and I started to see what the character's potential really was, and it scares me, because it reminds me a lot of Melee Marth.
Yeah?
And I was like, okay, this character's still nuts. Whether or not people utilize it is a different story. But I also think Roy and Chrom are very high. So this is not like a, matchup thing between these two especially.
I think both of these characters are not only good characters, just sort of main in general, but I think both of these characters have very specific matchups that they just destroy in, and I think they become very good pocket picks for people because they're relatively easy to learn also.
Rose just had a really nice follow-up off of his combo there, and he slapped Earl with the Roy Wet Noodle Sword, but it was enough to kill anyway because his jump got him. So now Earl's got to play the major spacing game because Roy is weird. He's like almost more explosive Lucina. He doesn't have as good a recovery, but he can arbitrarily detonate you if he just gets like a 2-hit combo into like side B on ledge. Like that move, oh my god, the spacing on both of them.
Well, I mean, I'll go as far as even to say that, like, I think Lucina and Marth's recovery is just, that here will take it. I think Marth and Lucina's recovery is just like, straight up good. Like, I think it's just a good recovery. Roy is one of the worst in the game.
All right, Marth and Lucina have exceptional recovery. Roy's, is not good.
I think it's top 5, like, worst.
See, and it's not even that bad. But in comparison to the rest of the cast, when this game came out, everyone was like, oh, recovery's harder, robble, getting into ledge is going to be so much harder. It's not.
Yeah.
Because you can air dodge in a direction, and that fixes that problem entirely. So no one really has, like, truly awful recoveries. Roy kind of does. Yeah, I mean, there's Little Mac, who has the worst recovery. Then there's characters like Pac-Man, who can technically recover, like, farther than Villager, I think, with the side B into the 3-up B thing. So, like, he's always live. Oh, Marth's out. For anyone who missed Marth, a character who has worse results than Ganondorf.
It's crazy how such a little thing with, like, his Tipper Sword, like, the fact that it exists and he isn't able to do as much damage normally like Lucina can, just makes you that much less viable.
It's just harder to hit. Marth requires so much more precision than maybe he should. I love playing Marth. I think he's way more fun than Lucina or Roy in this game. And it hurts my soul and my body to say that out loud. But Marth just, there's no reason to play him except for exactly that. But even then, Roy probably would have killed with the raw F smash too, because there's just better options. Like, why play Marth when you can play Lucina? Why play Roy when you can play Chrom? And so on and so forth. Although I honestly, for all the echoes, I think that Croy and Rom are by far the most different of two echoes.
Did you say Croy and Rom?
I said Croy and Crom.
I could have sworn you said Croy and Rom.
You know what? I probably did, and I'm not wrong. You leave my Croy boys alone.
Wow, look at that recovery, huh? That's one of them.
Yeah, nah, Rose is cracking up because he knows, like, Roy's really fun, and he wants to play a lot of Roy, and I'm totally down for this. I'll support Rose in everything he does, but I think that Roy is really hard to get used to off stage, and that's going to be the challenge for anyone switching this character or playing this character at any point in time. When can you recover? How do I recover? And why did my side B kill him at 7? Like, those are the 3 questions you need to answer with Roy, and you're good to go.
Don't get me. I mean, I see 100% why you'd want to play Roy over Marth or Lucina because he has certain elements that the others just don't. But man, it's just he can't make that back.
Oh.
It's over.
It's just rough.
Over. Yeah.
And he knows, like, that showcased the difference. They both had good spacing. Rose played well with the new character, considering Earl was playing his, like, characters.
Yeah.